schedule your appointment.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your equipment is working overtime in the summer heat, but can your parts keep up? At Grossenberg, we're rolling out our August filter sale so you can stock up and keep your machines running smooth. Now, through the end of the month, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters to help your machines finish the season strong. Partner up with us and stop by your nearest location or visit grossenberg.com to take advantage of this deal while it lasts.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pite's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pite's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Our hash mark over the middle and wide open at the 30-yard line. Carter shuffle by and touchdown. Here's Olsen, plenty of time, 3 seconds, gets to shoot, and it's good for 3.
From football, volleyball, and soccer to basketball, wrestling, and softball, follow the Pierre Governors on the official voice of the Govs, River 92.7, and also on the River 92.7 page of the DRG News smartphone app and drgnews.com.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Buying or selling a home is a big decision. You need an expert who knows the market and gets results. Scott Darnall at Lee Real Estate in Pierre brings experience, local knowledge, and a no-nonsense approach to help you navigate every step. Whether you're looking for the perfect home or the best offer, Scott is committed to making the process smooth and stress-free. Ready to make your next move? Call Scott Darnall at 605-220-2676. Lee Real Estate, Meredith Lee, broker, owner.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
We got to try and focus on keeping Marcus Pitkin in the pocket defensively. When he gets outside the pocket, that's when their offense, even though it's not it's not schemed up, calculated offense. It's still offense. He's dangerous because he's one of the most athletic guys on the field. We've had some breakdowns when that has happened, but Watertown's also had some breakdowns with getting guys down the field because you just don't know. Is he going to pass it? Is he going to pull it down and run it? I mean, it puts your offensive line in a pickle. And so, I think if we can keep him inside of the tackle box, this second half's going to take care of itself.
Teams are back out onto the field. They've added 3 minutes to the clock. Let's pause for 2 minutes, and we'll finish off our Wealth Partners halftime break. Again, Watertown receives the opening kick. When we come back, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football. Govs lead 21-7, River 92.7, and drgnews.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum? I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Came out to do some warm-ups in halftime. Logan Whitty might have taken a hit on that last field goal attempt toward the end of the first half. So we'll see how that goes. Carter Templeton does have a bigger leg generally than Logan Whitty. But here Watertown return man finds his way out to the 30-yard line, and we are setting up shop there with the Arrows here in this all-new Allen Mitchell Sports Complex. Again, great location to play some football. Check us out with our video that Caleb's got going through a live ticket and drgnews.com, the River 92.7 page. Underway with the Governors on top, 21-7. Watertown scored last in that first half. They have a chance to ultimately do the daily double. They can start well here. Kai Paulson, receiver in motion, one of trips back to the left, and that's where Pitkin is rolling. He'll throw out, and the Governors will shove the receiver out of bounds.
Pitkin's pass is complete to number 40.
And as you see 12 playing defensive end, you seen Cooper back in there playing defensive end. He dang near got a hand on that thing. The length that he's going to provide if he's going to be that outside rusher, and that's kind of a position that I thought eventually he would kind of settle into. Just provide, no window allowability, I guess, if you would say, on that edge. And so you're going to see him. He's fast. He can get in there and see if he can get after the quarterback here as well.
Braden Jank with his second catch of the night. Just a 5-yarder. Actually was limping when he got up on his own sideline. Here comes Lincoln Scott, the big 200-pound tailback, and he's protecting as he runs into the mix. He'll reach the 40, and that is going to be good enough for a first down for Watertown as they started this sequence right on the 30. And now they've got it to the 40 in a couple of plays.
Yeah,
key for Watertown, and go ahead, and then I'll ask you your keys for Watertown after another play.
I was probably leading right into that. I was going to say if they can kind of just have this power run game a little bit and just get a different aspect. It just seems like they're not fluid consistently when they spread it out, just with kind of the lack of an actual quarterback. But when they stack the backfield and have that power run game, it seems like they've gotten quite a bit more not fluid consistently when they spread it out, just with kind of the lack of an actual quarterback. But when they stack the backfield and have that power run game, it seems like they've gotten quite a bit more chunky.
Out of the backfield, he is met immediately and brought down by Porter Hunsley, and a gain of 1 at best to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good throw there, but again, not one that he was making on the run. And so, it's a pretty shallow route. I mean, you get a yard off that pass play, which that's not necessarily what you want to get off of a pass play. But I don't know if he had the arm to go for the 7 or even, that 12-yard out that they had, just because the pass is so far downfield.
Maybe just went with a safety valve. He's got twins in the backfield with him now. Pitkin play action, going to throw out to the left and looking for Hunter Peterson, the tight end, who went from the right end all the way to the near side to Watertown's left.
Yeah, you said twins in the backfield. My mind immediately went, both Swensons are in the backfield? But no, he had twins to the outside. He was in the backfield. I completely got it, but I lost my mind there for a second. Sorry, won't happen again.
So Logan Whitty, who may not do the kicking in the second half, still is playing cornerback, and he made a nice play there, at least was there in coverage step for step with Hunter Peterson. Now 3rd and 9, likely passing situation, trips to the left. Pitkin back, rolls to the short side, far side, fires, and that one in a close window. Aiden Beam is protecting the receiver on the sideline, and this one is incomplete. And Hudson Schaefer also getting in on the mix, incomplete, and it's 4th and long for the Arrows. And again, after a quick first down picked up, they go 3 and out from there at the 41. And a likely punt coming here for Watertown.
And kind of back to the keys to success. I said if they want to have that power run game and gain some yards, go ahead. But they decide to go back to that spread out. They've got trips open. He rolls to the 1 receiver side rather than the 3. He's got 1 option, unless you're going to catch a guy streaking from the other side. But, I mean, that is such a terribly far throw, especially, again, when you're running the other direction. And so getting away from what I would say would be a success for them. And now you see this punt game, which has not been one of their best attributes. No. He just netted a 12-yard punt.
Gavin Robeson, the punter, kicks straight up. And the one thing about it, I saw him, he kind of tosses the ball up and waits for his foot to meet it. And, the ball's not even coming back down by the time his foot is kicking it straight up into the air. And the Governors are going to have great field position at their 46-yard line. Pierre's got 9:40 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter. Governors taking over for the first time in this second half of play. And from 141 to a 46-yard line, let's make that more official. 15 yards is all they get on the punt. The punting results and special teams so far for Watertown has been, in a word, somewhat dreadful. And obviously a lot of work to do over the course of the season yet to go. Quick wide receiver throw out to the left side. It's Carter Shufflebine, and more of what's becoming kind of a bread and butter play here for Caleb Lounsbury and the Governor offense. They've been more fluid, and in that first half of play, we expect more downfield throws to come and continue here in this second half. But Carter Shufflebine will pick up 8 this time, and it'll be 2nd and 2 at the Watertown 46-yard line.
And just a quick difference that you're seeing, this week versus last week. Huron was basically up in press man on Carter Shufflebine the whole time, just saying you're going to have to break this first tackle and everything, whereas, Watertown's playing a lot more off, and so it really opens up that screen game quite a bit more.
Big gain here out of the backfield into the 30, 25, near side. This is Ducheneau, 15 to the 10, still on his feet, tries to cut back. 2 Watertown Arrows will bring him down. The best gain of the season so far on the ground for the Pierre Governors, and Kea Ducheneau is all the way down to the Arrow 10-yard line. What a burst for 2-3.
Yeah, fantastic hole. Man, he's breaking a couple tackles too. The one thing, that we kind of mentioned that he needs to add to an element to his game is he needs to break some tackles, and he broke a quick one there and ultimately ran into about 4 more Watertown Arrows there down on about the 9-yard line.
36 for KD. The Governors have it first down and goal at the 10-yard line. They stay with him. He'll cut back to the 5 and a touchdown. Ducheneau for 10 and the score for 6. Governors up the lead 27-7 at the 8:51 mark of our third quarter of play.
You're seeing that cutback lane. He put his foot in the dirt exactly where he was going originally. Wasn't going to make it. Put his foot in the dirt, hit that cutback lane, and I mean that's wide open. Great job, good vision there by Ducheneau.
Ducheneau allowing maybe ceding some carries to Porter Hunsley in that first half. Hunsley got 2 touchdowns. I think Ducheneau just decided, I would like some opportunities to score myself, and those last 2 runs were just incredible. Carter Templeton in. He was the kicker last year, but the PAT this time is shanked wide to the right. So Pierre will settle for, they put 28 on the board, but it is no good, and I believe it is still 27-7. Let's get a 30-second timeout. 8:51 to play, third quarter. Govs back up by 4 touchdowns at least, and we're back with more Pierre Governor football.
Now's your
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Catch and run by Carter Shufflebine, a 36-yard scamper for Kea Ducheneau, and then one from 10 yards out. Ducheneau puts another one on the board for the Governors, even though the PAT fails. It's 27-7. Governors. Templeton kicks off. Watertown return man takes it far side, across the 30-yard line. And good field position this time for the Arrows on a fairly short kick. And I wonder if this is by design. I think Carter Templeton probably has a bigger leg than what he's shown so far. But this is Gage Robeson who will bring it out. And they'll spot him at the 32.
Hey, he really hasn't had a chance to go ahead and showcase any of his kicking abilities yet. And Logan Whitty's done great. What a fantastic, just not problem, but it's not a problem. I mean, to have 2 kickers, it's a fantastic thing to have 2 kickers who can do the job. I mean, you see a lot of teams who don't even have one. So the fact that we have 2 and 2 very capable is just a huge asset to this team moving forward.
Lincoln Scott will take a first down handoff and dive ahead for no more than 2. And they will spot at the 34-yard line. Nothing fancy on the running game here for Watertown, and most of the night the running game hasn't been fancy. They just want to do what they can through the run, obviously. Marcus Pitkin is the focal point of their offense. And you were alluding earlier, Coach, about Pitkin rolling out. And I've seen him roll out against the grain one time and throw against his body. Obviously, he really wants to throw with that right hand. Here he's got a keeper, though, and he will have a first down. And if I'm Marcus Pitkin, I probably want to run the ball a little bit more myself. He's out across the 40. He's got a first down to the Arrow 45. Give him 11. And, his athleticism on the mats, and he shows a lot of that similar ability here on the turf, too.
Yeah, not just on the mat. I mean, you've seen it last year on the football field. I mean, he's a pretty big asset to their team, and I do believe he's a pretty fantastic baseball player as well, if I do remember. So just kind of all-around athlete, and I bet, the longer that this game progresses, the more he's just going to want to keep it in his hands and do the thing.
High formation, as Scott will be the deep man, and just a good surge up across the right side of the O-line. And they'll all push Lincoln Scott across the 50-yard line, brought down to the Governor 49, pick up 6 this time. Overall in this game, I've got Watertown on their 6th offensive possession and the 3rd time in 6 tries that they've made it across the 50-yard line. Of course, they did score on their last possession of the first half, and not counting a kneel-down possession on the last play.
And no, they're coming back with more of this power run game again. One that I would have thought last possession would have been the time to really establish this, try to bring this, within 1 score eventually. As I noted, this would be a key for them for the second half. When you get down by 20 or 21, that key ultimately has to be thrown out the window and you got to do something big. But, on the last possession, if you were to continue to do this, come down, chunk a bunch of clock, get it within, a 7-point or a 1 score, then you can keep this style of game up. As right now when the clock keeps ticking, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You're going to have to abandon one to get to the other, and I thought they'd have stayed more with this power run game the last possession.
3 this time, and good stack-up effort by guys like Sam Larson, Max Bogenhagen, Lathan Rounds in the middle of the D-line. 3rd and 1 this time for the Arrows. We're halfway through the third quarter. Pierre has already scored once in the second half. It's 27-7. Pitkin fakes left, tucks and runs, throws right on the run. And they pick up the 1 yard and then some for a first down inside the Governor 40. And we'll see who catches this one. I believe that's Tyson Miller. He's been targeted out of the backfield a handful of times. The Arrows have it at the Pierre 38-yard line, picking up 8 this time.
Yeah, his backs have kind of been his favorite target coming out of the backfield. It's the shorter throws, it's the easier throws again, because I'm not sure when he's on the run if he has the arm strength to go ahead and get that thing, 15, 20 yards downfield.
Which you would kind of expect with a baseball player. I'm sure he's capable of making those throws. We just haven't seen it yet. He's rolling out to the right again. This is a straight keep, and he cuts back against the sideline. Looked like he was going out of bounds. The Governors might have thought so too. He cuts back, and we'll have a first down gain all the way inside the 30 before being run out of bounds ultimately at the 26-yard line. Marcus Pitkin for 12. First down Arrows, their 3rd movement of the chains on this, their 2nd possession of the second half.
Yeah, throwing a football just a hair different, especially when you've got pads on than a baseball. But, nonetheless, he's running this offense. There's not a lot of options on the side that he's rolling, so there's, 1, maybe 2 guys to go to. And we'll just see how they continue. They power run game, get it to this side of the field. Now back to the spread offense, I guess.
Far hash mark here, first down. Pitkin back, he's looking to his left, but he'll resort to running out to the right, and he'll run out of bounds. I want to say something tongue-in-cheek, but Lincoln Keenholz was pretty good at it. Apples and oranges, maybe, but...
maybe different levels. As you've probably heard, there are levels to this game, and Lincoln kind of grew up with a cheat code most of the time. He wasn't playing the same game with the same rules that the rest of us were playing with.
Obviously, to take nothing away from the Watertown quarterback, good athlete here. We love watching him. 2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard keep. 5:13, the play ran out of bounds. Watertown still on the move. They're at the 24 of the Governors. And a run-pass option, and they do try to run it, but Lincoln Scutt is stood up by 2 big Governors up front. 5'5", Maximus Schmitz. There's Sam Larson as well. Great job by the Governor defense to win the battle of the line of scrimmage here.
They didn't just win that. I think they could have possibly taken that handoff. I think Marcus Pitkin handed that off for the sheer fact of he knew one of them was going to get shellacked, and he didn't want to be the one to take that hit.
Interesting, though. I thought Pitkin, if he'd been able to keep that and gotten away from those 2 defenders, then maybe he makes his way out to the left side and has a lot of running room to go. It's 3rd and 11 here. Pitkin just going to step up and throw left into double coverage, and Logan Whitty tries to reach back and pull down one with one hand. But the pass overthrown, incomplete, down on the 5-yard line, looking for Cutler Swenson.
Attended for number 3, Kessler Swenson. Broke it up on the play by the Governors, number 3, Logan Whitty.
So, it'll be 4th down and 11, incomplete pass. 4:34 to go, we're in the 3rd quarter. And Watertown, down 27-7, is going to go for it here. And this is obviously a good decision. They need plays. They need to continue this drive. Might be a little bit long for a suspect kicking game anyway. Pitkin back on 4th and 11. Again, has to roll out to the right. He won't make it. A diving tackle from the shoe tops. And the pick of the ankles by Maximus Schmitz. And it'll be a sack of the quarterback. Just a yard loss, but the Governors will take over at the 28-yard line, I believe. First sack of the quarterback by the Governors. Watertown will turn it over on downs. The Governors lead 27-7, and they'll take over again at the 28-yard line. 4:26 to play.
Governors will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own.
And things will, we'll see if the Governors can keep the rhythm going. They scored on 3 plays on their last possession. They got Kayadushino running the football well. KD still out there. They'll play action his way. Lounsbury will throw to Jaron Deal. Up across the 30 to the 35. Met, slowed up, and then dropped at about the 37. Initial contact made by Braxton Peterson, who had the interception of Deal back in the first half. That's a 9-yard gain. Govs gain to the 37-yard line. Deal's 3rd catch of the night. Under 4 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Governors have homecoming next week. Remember that. They welcome in the Brookings Bobcats. Typical start time, 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:25 from Hollister Field. We've got volleyball coming up tomorrow from Riggs High Gym, 12 o'clock pregame, as the Govs host the Spearfish Spartans. Kayadushino running this time. Needs a yard. He'll pick up 3 to the 40 on the near side. And the Governors will continue to move the chains.
Duchesneau, the ball carrier for the Governors.
Duchesneau with that 10-yard run earlier for a touchdown.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It'll be a fresh set of downs for the Governors at the 40. 3.5 minutes to play.
Peterson and Corbin Hansen.
Peterson in on the stop once again. We'll see if Watertown, too, can get in a little bit of a rhythm defensively. But right now he's seeing the Governors, for the first time really this season, in my opinion, opening up that playbook a little bit as they send 3 receivers to the right, but they still stack the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends set. Low snap in the pistol. Pump fake. Lounsbury has his man out wide. Once again, Carter Shufflebein has it, and he is gone. And this is not Shufflebein. It's Lincoln Dilgis. A perfect throw by Caleb Lounsbury. Dill just catches it in stride at about the 30-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Governors, 33-7.
Wow, that was an absolute strike. You saw him pump fake that thing real quick. There was a heavy blitz coming through the line, and so everybody was out there in man coverage. Lincoln Dill just gets a step on his guy. Like I said, Lounsbury hits him in stride. That is off to the races. So hard to defend.
Last time when Shufflebein caught it, I figured I just have to assume it's Shufflebein, so I did this time, and it was Lincoln Dilgis instead. Carter Templeton, a second chance at a PAT. This time it's good. 2:52 to go, 3rd quarter. The Governors are on a 13-point run so far since halftime. It's 34-7 here in Watertown. We're back in 30 seconds for a Pierre kick, and we'll be back with more Pierre Governor football.
Business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service. No hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job
back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
72 yards overall covered up, and the Pierre Governors have their second straight quick strike, and essentially their 3rd possession overall tonight that has ended in a score that has taken, 2 minutes and 10 seconds or less. This time, the drive is 1 minute and 34 seconds. 34-7 Governors. Robeson with a kickoff return this time. And it's across the 25, far sideline, out of bounds at about the 27. Watertown will try again. Watertown's offense got 3 first downs on a 11-play drive in that last possession, but they come up empty on 4th down. They'll try it again. And obviously, Coach, it's just a good example. Everybody's trying their best out there, in this case for the Arrows, but from one state championship season to another, graduation bugs hit hard. Again, it's players with experience, but varsity somewhat inexperienced, and that's a big difference here. Not to take anything away from Lincoln Scott, who's running well here on first down, crossing the 30 to the 35.
Absolutely, you see. I mean, they're having their struggles. They can say like, "Hey, we graduated everybody," and when you see that from one year to the next, then you go back and think, "Okay, well, Pierre won 7 in a row and was in 8 in a row," and to not. It's not like we didn't get hit with the graduation bug. Right. We got hit with the graduation bug year after year after year, but to be able to have the next ones ready, the next one's developed, the next one's sprinkled in with some sort of time, and to be able to do it schematically, it's like, yeah, it's a little more than one class. It's a stretch that I don't know. When West Central was doing it, I said I would probably never in my lifetime see again, and then I got to be a part of it and see it again, and kind of do it one better, if you will, and 1.5 better. And then just to see, that we're putting a quality product out here, is starting to, find their footing and figure it out, and, hopefully aspirations and development, they're able to get back there again as well.
Meanwhile, as we speak, 9 yards on first down for Lincoln Scott, 3 more on second down for Tyson Miller. First down, Watertown. Here's a quick hitter out to Kai Paulson, wide receiver on the near side. A little bit of a screen. He comes toward the ball and catches, and then he turns up in the alley between the numbers and the hash marks. Paulson across the 40 to the 42. They'll give him 5. By the way, 300-yard watch for Caleb Lounsbury. I've got him at 285 yards throwing through the air right now, unofficially, of course.
That's impressive. You're seeing that. And Watertown's kind of giving him some more man look versus some zone. And, I think he's pretty motivated after last week. So, you know what, guys, the mistake was on me. I'm going to go ahead and get this right and fixed. And you're seeing him put on a show.
Pitkin, nice move here. Nice and second move also. He crosses the 50 into Governor territory. Finally met up by Aiden Beam, who will not let go. But Beam still being forced for more yardage. In Pitkin's favor, he gains all the way to the Governor 40-yard line, and then all of a sudden Pitkin comes up with an 18-yard gain, and Watertown has life here in the final minutes of the third quarter.
Aiden, our player of the game last week, that now has not really gotten himself involved that much because of the lack of perimeter play or him getting the ball outside to his receiver. So he's got to make his presence known on the run game a bit.
I think that's just the second time I've mentioned his name tonight. This might be the last play of the third. Down to 15 seconds with Pitkin under center. Backs in the eye. Scott here bouncing out. Gets away from one Governor. 35 to the 30 might be a first down. They do run out of bounds at the 8-second mark. And just enough to move the chains as the nose of the football cracks the 30-yard line barrier. And Lincoln Scott for 10 more. I've got him with 69 yards on 12 carries right now.
Yeah, he's ran pretty well, especially when he's gotten outside the tackles and gotten in some space. He's been able to, not just be shifty, but he is carrying around a pretty good 200-pound frame. And so, he's made some people miss and ran over some people as well.
Watertown still using a fullback. Haven't mentioned him. That's Corbin Hansen, a senior 210-pounder. Scott will go behind him again, left side. Inside the 30 down to the 25. Govs will wrap him up. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Porter Hunsley in on the stop along with Will Eilers, both of whom have had good games. And this one will go to the fourth. The Governors outscore Watertown in the third, 13-0. They lead the Arrows on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard by the score of 34-7. We pause for 60 seconds. A scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football and your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technology, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Schuffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Welcome back to the Lake City. Here it's Watertown, and 12 minutes to go. A great night for the Pierre Governors. At long last, they've found a little bit more of what they've intended to do so far this season. But right now it's Watertown on a promising drive as they've got it 2nd down and 4. As they approach the red zone of the Pierre Governors here, they are inside now. Lincoln Scott will continue to run well. Sutton Sonnenschein coming up from the safety spot to help make a stop here. And they will move the chains. Governors aren't necessarily relaxing defensively, but again, when you're leading by 27, you do have that luxury to just sag back and make sure you don't give up big plays.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what you're seeing. You're not really seeing an aggressive blitzing edge kind of stunts, nothing really. They're just keeping everything in front of them. Just trying to figure out exactly what Watertown's doing is they're being a little sporadic back and forth between formations and what they're trying to do, and kind of just letting them step on their own foot.
Pitkin bobbled the snap, but it bounced right back up to him. He steps inside the 15, shuffling his feet close to the 10-yard line. There's Sonnenschein again coming in to help out. Eilers, Lathan Rounds. In fact, it's Porter Hunsley, the last one off the pile. 5 more for Pitkin, now to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, sorry, I was sitting there trying to watch who they were helping off, and double checking that Porter Hunsley was going to be okay. Last one off the pile due to the fact that he was in on the tackle, not that anything, necessarily was wrong with him, and he was just delayed getting up off the grass.
2nd and 5. Arrows in the red zone for the 2nd time. They're 1 for 1 so far with their only touchdown. Scott, who scored it from 5 yards out earlier at the end of the first half, has 5 and +1. It looks like inside to the 4-yard line here. And that'll set up 1st down and goal to go. Lincoln Scott, this game is, I'm not going to say Watertown's out of it, but Pierre certainly with a good handle on it, let's say, 34-7. But Lincoln Scott still, I want to say, looks like he's getting better as this game is going along.
Yeah, he's a big back, like I said, who's just going to keep running downhill. If I'm Watertown, I guess I'm kind of figuring out a little bit of what my identity is, although they, like I said, keep sporadically going back and forth. If I had a back like that who was going to run hard and a quarterback who's that mobile, I maybe would do a few different things, but they're sticking to their guns, moving back and forth against the same stuff you've seen them do all game long.
Got a timeout on the field. It's called by the Pierre Governors, their first charge timeout of the 2nd half. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. A Coca-Cola break in the action. Timeout's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. 34-7 Governors, but Watertown knocking on the door when we come back with more Pierre Governor football.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions